Hello, welcome back to the channel. I am playing with the Love and Daydreams collection. I love this collection. It's so up my alley, it's ridiculous. There is a lot of creams, a little bit of pinks, browns. It's just super pretty and I really love it. So a quick little look. We're actually going to use the basics collection, but I will show you this range in full because it is so nice. So we have some smaller little cutouts for the front of cards. We have a little bit bigger, which I tend to personally like the little bit bigger ones, these ones here that I've got. But there's lots of fun with these ones. I love that. And I am menarring about whether I use that. So I'm going to use this piece right there. And that's pretty much, there's the background of another piece that I'm going to use as well. So we're only using a little bit. I love this umbrella and the kissing. It's just so gorgeous. Little two butterflies having a smooch. The owl down the bottom. Oh my goodness. I just love it. So you're going to see a lot more of these. So I have a piece of cardstock that is 5.5 inches by 10 3/4, and you want to score that at 1 5/8, 3 1/4, 7.5, and 9 1/8. Okay. The other way you can do it is after you do 3 1/4, just flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. Now we want a mountain, valley, mountain fold. So it's going to sort of become a little bit of a tabletop basic card. In the center of that, I have, with no other mat or anything, you could obviously put a mat down. That's going to alter the position of where your rectangles here are going to be. We have two sets of rectangles. There's a smaller one and a bigger one. So we've got 2 1/4, and all this is down below over on my blog. 2 1/4 by 3 1/4, and 2 3/8 by 3 3/8. The bigger one here is 2 3/8 by 3 3/8, and 2 7/8 by 3 7/8. Okay, I would leave that information down below. I have the thank you stamp set, which I already had die cut, so stamp and cut out some of the thank you so we can play with that. And I've got a few images. I'm just figuring out where everything's going to go. The hard part in this is coming up, and it's not that hard. It's not that hard. I decided that the white was a little bit too bare, so we needed a bit of interest, so I'm going to pull out the Halftone Hearts stencil. I'm going to just adhere a little bit of pumice stone onto the back of it, just through the middle, so I'm not worried about the mat that we've used. It's no big deal. We're not going to stress about that. We don't want to stress. We just want to make cards, pretty cards. Getting my position, I just need a little bit more in that top corner, so we put it back in. And I've tapped off a lot of the grey because I didn't want it to be too strong and too dark. So adhere a little bit down. So you have a mat and what I call a feature panel in a larger rectangle, and the smaller one is the very, very front. What you want to do is, firstly, half of my sentiment is going to be floating, so you've got to be aware of that. So that's why I've positioned it. I'm going to glue. I've eyeballed roughly where to put my glue, and I'm going to glue only on the left hand side of this, and I want to hide the pattern paper behind, so it's roughly centered to the left and to the top. Mine's a little bit higher, but that's okay. This is the hard part. I've already cut a piece of foam that you can see. I've just sort of figured out how much I need of it, so I needed to cut a strip off that foam because this is going to form like a stopper, like you do with easel cards and things, a bit of a stopper for a larger panel. And I want to adhere this again, a little bit centered, but down the bottom. So that larger rectangle is going to sit underneath the smaller one. And that's it. It's really not that hard. Adhered some foam behind my little teddy bear. I have foam up into the N in my thank you, because the THA is going to be floating on the other side. Just got a square ruler just to get him pretty centered and pretty straight. I want to make sure my little hearts go around. I don't want anything adhering or getting damaged when I close up my card, because that smaller rectangle is on the other side. The last thing I'm going to do is just add some clear crystal mix. Now, as I said, I'm going to leave a link to my blog. I will leave the measurements down below, and you have everything listed, because I'm aware of your time, so we've sort of gone through a little bit of it, but I'm hoping with the video and the measurements down below, you'll get a lot of fun out of this card, because it is really so easy and so simple. That is pretty much it. I hope you're well. Take care, and I will talk to you very, very soon. Have a great week. Bye bye.